First of all, congratulations. So walk me through that day. You get the phone call that you're going to the big leagues. How do they tell you, and what's the first thing that's going through your head?
I was in the weight room, and the manager calls me on my phone trying to look for me. He just goes, "Hey, rush to the office real quick. I have something to tell you." Went to the office. He's like, "Hey, you got a flight in an hour. Congrats, you're going to the big leagues." So that was my call up right there, and I was excited and went straight to New York. To Miami right after that, and now I'm here.
So, Met fans have been wanting you to be up here for quite a while. They have recalls prior to you getting recalled. Was that at all disappointing to you that you weren't the first set of recalls?
Not at all. I try to make it as simple as possible. Just focus on getting better and better every day. That's what I was doing down there with the coaches down there. Just trying to work on whatever I need to get better. So when I do get the opportunity, I was ready for it, and I'm just glad to be here right now.
There are kind of two categories of rookies. One that just sits down, doesn't say a word. Another one that tries to absorb everything but asks questions of the veterans. Which side of that table are you, so far?
I'm asking questions. I'm trying to learn as much as possible, and it's great to have a bunch of guys that done it for a while, guys that are all-stars in the big leagues, and it's fun to learn from those guys. So I'm trying to be a sponge right now, ask as many questions as possible.
And I noticed that you mentioned all-stars, but I just mentioned I just watched you have a very long conversation with Terrence, who's been a guy who's been up and down. What are those conversations? A guy who kind of knows what it takes to get here, but also knows how difficult it is to actually stay.
Like you said, come to the field early, work hard, do your early work, and just stay focused. So when I get the opportunity, I get the opportunity to play. I'm ready, and I'm as good as I can be on the field.
You had family in the stands the first game that you actually got into.
Yeah.
What was that like for your family to see you finally fulfill your dream?
Emotional. My family was out there crying, and just a dream come true. Something I've been working hard for since I was, say, 3 years old. I started playing this game, and I'm fortunate to live out my dream right now. So it was a very emotional day, and it was awesome for it to be in Miami, my hometown.
And what's it like for them? Met fans were riding with that emotion too. When that ball went to the warning track, and you see your family stand up, and then the breath go out just as a warning track. Did they say anything to you after the game about that?
Yeah, they were like, "Oh my God, I thought it was gonna go out." I was telling them honestly, I thought the same thing. I was like, "Go ball, go ball, go ball," but it's part of the game, and got a new day today, so we're here.
Not only being called up, but you're thrown into a pennant race. How much do you look at what's going on in the standings? Like the Atlanta game last night was unbelievable. The range of emotions, if you're a Met, had to be off the wall. Are you bought into that as well?
Of course. I'm part of this team now, and want to be in the playoffs with this team, and the whole goal is to win it all. So obviously you cannot look at. You're obviously going to look at it. So let's go. Let's win ball games. That's what we're here to do. So I'm excited for that for sure.
And lastly, what has Buck said to you to try and help you make this transition to the major leagues in a pennant race?
Buck just told me, "Hey, it's the same ball game. It's nothing new. These guys are putting on their uniform the same way I'm putting on my uniform. It's just in a bigger environment, and just to soak it in and have fun."